Hello folks and welcome to my shop again. Today I don't have much to share with you, but let me show you what I have. So I think I mentioned you about this job earlier, which is actually for my own excavator. So this is the old upper track roller, and as you can see it's somewhat worn, just a little bit. So I had to make a new one. I could have bought it. I think it costs like a little bit over 100 euros, but why buy it when you can make it? So I designed my own and I made it. It has a 30mm shaft and 62mm OD bearings, 6206 bearings, and I'm pretty happy with the design. So it has an oil seal in it, and I packed the backside of the seal with grease, hoping to keep the lip of the seal greased for a long time. But other than that, it's not serviceable, or at least greasable. So it's just gonna work as long as it works. And I put in some SKF bearings, which should be really good. And the only thing to do now is to install this cap right here, which I just made, and I'm gonna install it by press fit and Loctite. I think it's quite funny what kind of setups you can do with just a simple bandsaw, and with a little creativity and just what you happen to find in your shop. So this is a pretty good example of it, I think. So I got this piece sawed, and as I told you, this will be the end cap. And I got very lucky because I just happened to find on myself a piece with the same exact OD as is the ID in my part that I just made. And actually it's like 1 in a trillion, because I didn't even shoot for any size in the OD for this cap, because I was thinking of turning it myself anyways. But turns out I actually accidentally made it 65mm, and this is also exactly 65. I'm not still quite sure if it's gonna be a press or a slide fit, but it's gonna be perfect anyways. So let me get it out of the saw and we will see. Okay, Loctite is now set on the bore and on the OD of this piece, and let's try to put it in. Okay, sounds like it's all the way in now. So that's pretty good for just doing some random size OD and then just finding a piece on the shelf that fits perfectly into it. I think it was like 2 or 3 hundredths of a millimeter or 1/1000th of an inch of press fit. And you can see my bandsaw cut was a little bit off, but that's just fine, I don't care. It's gonna go to an excavator anyways. So, now finished. Really happy. Let me show you the design for this. So this is exactly how I made the parts. So this is the shaft. It's got 2 keyways, and the bearings go on the inside, in between of the snap rings. And right here will be the seal, and this journal is for attaching to the excavator itself. And the roller is right here, so it's also got two snap rings, and this is the the place for the cap. Really simple. Okay, I just calculated the amount of snap rings that I still have, and it actually looks like I forgot to put in the OD snap ring for this side. I'm pausing and continuing to filming this video, so I cannot rewatch it, but when I upload this, and then I will be able to see what is actually under this cap. So that's a very nasty mistake. I don't think I can get this out anymore. So luckily there's a pretty good press fit on the bearing OD, so I think that's gonna hold it in place. So that's kind of a downside of filming what you do, because then you forget everything else. So let's hope it still works. And this is my job site. I'm suspending the truck with my crowbar, and I have a screwdriver jammed right in there to enlarge the hole a little bit. So it's very simple to change these rollers. Just stick a screwdriver in the hole and remove the bolt, and it just slides out. Let's see if we can slide this in. I think, no, we cannot. The screwdriver is in the way. So I'm gonna do that without the camera, but that's how it goes. So I guess that's it. I might show you in another video when it's in, but you get the idea how it works. And about the weekend, it's gonna be really interesting, because I have a wake-up call tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and some of my friends are gonna come here, and we will take my Volkswagen Golf car, and we will drive to Helsinki and take a ferry to Tallinn and drive to Latvia to visit my old friend Factory Dragon 87. And that's pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I'm gonna film along the journey, maybe not. I think I will just try to enjoy the journey, but we will see. It's great to see Factory Dragon and maybe do some tool deals. So today's channel. Do you like machine rebuilding? Seeing old crappy machines being brought back to original or better condition, and using old school methods like hand scraping. And if you do like that kind of work, there's another Ukrainian guy for you. I think his name is Andrei Takai or something like that. Again, I will post the link in the description of this video. So, for example, in this video, he's rebuilding the same exact lathe as I have, which is one M63, which is the newest lathe that I have. This is only the longer bed model, and he's completely rebuilding it. He's going through all the ways, and even rebuilding the tailstock as well, and stripping the paint and repainting, of course. And of course he always measures the wear first. I think this is called the King Way measuring device for machine weighs. And then they just do a huge amount of hand scraping. Looks pretty bad to start with. I cannot even imagine how many strokes with the scraper it takes to bring that kind of a lathe back to accuracy. This is actually the same kind of Prussian blue that I have. And then he has a very long straight edge that he uses to verify his work with the blue. Still some ways to go. And that's the finished product. Looks pretty awesome. Still some scraping to do, as you can see. And they only use manual scraping, no power scrapers. And then for the tailstock, this is how he bores the tailstock. So he has a very long bar chucked up in the chuck of the lathe and lots of weight on the tailstock. And then he attaches the tailstock to the carriage, and that way he drives the tailstock through the tool. And to finish it, he always laps it in this way. I think that should produce a pretty nice result. Everything has been gone through in this machine. And some of the final touches here. And then, of course, when it's all done, he always takes a test cut and verifies that everything is aligned. And in this video he doesn't show, but in many of his videos he does show the micrometer readings of this test cut, and it's always right on zero taper. So amazing guy, amazing work. And he also does some machining of very difficult and weird parts and surface grinding and whatnot. So please check out this guy. He only has 3,500 subscribers, so let's give him quite a few more. I can promise you, if you like machining and machine rebuilding and machine stuff, you will love every single one of his videos. So, I guess this is all for today. Thank you for watching and have a nice weekend.